You are not late and you are not delayed. Your blessing that seems like it took long, it's not delayed. And even when you think that you are late, it's not late. You may feel like, why is it taking long for me to get to my destination? How come I'm not yet married? How come I don't have kids? How come I don't have that degree? Why am I not accepted? Why is my application taking too long? I just want to remind you that it's not late. That the good work that the Lord started in you, He will finish it. I'm not the one talking to you right now. It is the Spirit of the Lord reminding you this and encouraging you that it's not late. I want you to give me your attention for a few minutes. And if you are familiar with the story of the children of Israel, you will know that when they left Egypt, they went to they crossed the Red Sea and then went into the wilderness. But that was not the best route for them to take. There was another route that they could take that would be about 7 days, okay? But the Lord took them through the one that would take 40 days. That seems long, but it's not long, okay? Now, imagine if there were two groups, if the Israelites were divided in two groups, and the first group left and left the other people behind. The people that would have stayed behind would have thought, oh wow, we've been left behind here, those guys have gone. Let's say they know that it takes about 7 days or maximum 40 days. Let's say 1.5 months to be fair. So if these guys that stayed behind were still in Egypt, the other Israelites, I'm just giving an example, and it's now like 2 months, they would be very certain that no matter the route they took, the other guys, they're already in the promised land, right? But you and I know that that's not true. That those guys stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. So just imagine that the other group of people that stayed in in Egypt, stayed for 1 year. And they started going on to their journey. After 1 year, when the other group left, they don't know what happened. They don't know that these guys are stuck in the wilderness. And even if they came after 5 years when the other guys left, they would be thinking, oh, these guys are already there in the promised land. Let's just say they don't know the news of what happened in the wilderness, that people are in there, they are moving up and down the wilderness. These other guys, let's say the guys that went through the wilderness, the desert, not through the land of the Philistines. And these guys are busy wandering in the wilderness. But remember, they came before these other people. But these people have no idea. And now they're going through the other route. After 5 years, they would go and get into the promised land and even be amazed that where are these guys? Are they not already here, enjoying the good land, enjoying the milk and honey that the Lord promised them? They would be amazed. They'll be wondering what happened to these guys. But remember, it's been after 5 years. Even if it was 10 years, even if it was 20 years, these guys that stayed behind, they would have reached before these other guys that came on the journey first. Okay? Because these guys are busy, they're stuck in the wilderness, and they're staying in there for 40 years, and they're not even making it. It's their grandkids that are gonna make it. So as I speak right now, I want you to know that the people that you're comparing yourself to, your journeys are different. If you're familiar with the story I just told of the children of Israel, there are different routes to the same destination. Maybe you're saying, I haven't done my master's degree like myself. When am I going to do it? The routes are two different routes. The people that you think have gone ahead of you, most of them couldn't be in the wilderness. Most of them may look like they made it, but they did not. I'm going to share this this story or another story to help you understand what I'm saying, that you are not late and your blessing is not delayed. I know a lot of people, but I know this particular person that got married at that age where most people would love to, in their mid-20s, and she got married to a good guy. They get back to kids, but by the time she was in her 30s, the marriage was done and over, and the guy didn't like her anymore. And she told herself, you know what? The next time I get married, I want to get married to a good guy, and he has to be royal, not loyal, royal. And that's the prayer she prayed. And she left it at that, because she said, I'm not chasing after my dream. I want my dream to come to me. I want it to come at the perfect time. I want it to come from God. I'm not the one forcing it to manifest, because God gave us a will, and if we force things to happen, our will is going to make them happen, and we shall get the half-cooked bread, the half-baked goodness. We would get the crumbs, because our human will is strong. You will get what you want if you force it. If you don't let things happen the way God wants them to happen. So now this time she told the Lord, okay, I just want a royal. I want to get married to royal and a good guy. And right now, as we speak right now, after some years, even she forgot about it. She found out on her wedding that the guy, the man she was marrying, who is a good guy, he is royal. He is a prince. But remember, before and there, everything was smooth. She didn't even plan the wedding, which was amazing. She didn't force nothing, because this time it was God's time. It was the right timing. Just imagine the pain that she went through before, forcing it to happen. It happened, but it wasn't God's way. But this time when it happened, imagine that person, if she had not married in her 20s and got married in her 30s, people would say, oh, this person is not married. Or she would even be thinking to herself, I have delayed to get married. It is taking too long. Will I ever get married? But she got married in her 30s, and she married a very good guy. Okay, do you understand those two examples I've given you? I just want to let you know that your blessing is not delayed, and it's not too late. Okay? Don't feel like time has gone. Don't feel like the people that went before you have gone so far away. No, even when you look in your own personal life, you would see things that happened for you that seemed like you had gone ahead, and yet right now you know that no, you hadn't gone so far away. So wait on the Lord and let things happen the way God planned it. Well, you know that part in the Lord's Prayer, let your will be done. It's not too late, and your blessing is not delayed. Okay, if you found this video interesting, I'm gonna link a playlist of other inspiring and motivating videos I've done before. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.